Hey folks, it's Nate. Thanks for joining me once again as we look to the horizon. I'm back bringing you your weekly writing vlog. This week has been pretty productive for me, but mostly on things that are not really going to be seen anytime soon. I've been doing a lot of um, revising and offering feedback to other writers, and that has eaten up a decent chunk of my time this week. Probably more than I would like, but mostly my fault. I let a lot of stuff stack up over the holidays. Now I'm rushing to get caught up with that. I really shouldn't have let my obligations to other people stack up like that. But I mean, everybody was busy over the holidays. I know I'm not the only person in my circle who got a little bit behind during the month of December. Now struggling to catch up. So it is what it is. I'm not entirely satisfied with that, but I'm actually kind of dissatisfied with that. But no, it is a time period where it's harder to stay on top of what you've promised to do than other times of the year. So I am pretty much caught up now. I'm working on typing up my thoughts on those things, getting them ready to mail out. I'm also working on my first draft of the first chapter of Sidereal Saga. So that will be going up a week from this Saturday, and I'm working on the introduction. I'm going to do a formal forward that sets up the premise, the ideas, and all that kind of stuff. Of course, I talked a little bit about that in blogs before. You're probably not going to read anything too different from what you've heard before, but it will be better organized and easier to reference back to. That's generally what I try and do with my forwards and introductions, and also talk a little bit about the creative influences that will go into this and some of the other projects that I've worked on that will feed into this. So lots of different moving parts there. I'm pretty much have that typed out. It needs to be revised now. So all in all the writing is coming along pretty well, but nothing big to talk about this week, unlike last week. I have been so I promised I would talk a little bit about how I finally broke this up, and oops, it's upside down. So basically, what I've decided to do chapter by chapter is just um, each point is going to go into a story, and then there will be small sections that connect each story. So every place where one of these streams crosses over, um, there will be a scene that we see on each side in two different stories. So say as we come down this side of the story, we'll see this side of this plot beat, and then when we come to the relevant parts of the middle and far columns here, we'll see the other sides of those beats, and that just seems like the easiest way to do it, rather than trying to jump back and forth through multiple perspectives. Um, and I think it's exciting for the audience to have those pieces they can put together themselves. This is not mystery boxing like you might see in something like a J.J. Abrams series, or even something like Five Nights at Freddy's, where they just throw some ideas against the wall and they wait, see what you've picked up on, and then they revise it some more. My goal is to actually have a concrete side A and side B, and have the fun for the audience be lining those up exactly and catching the timing and that kind of thing. Um, there is, I think, a lot of value in that, as seen by the popularity of a TV show like Lost, or a video game franchise like Five Nights at Freddy's, which is, let's face it, the early ones were mechanically not that deep. Jump scares only get you so far. It was kind of that mystery box of how the animatronics came to be that way and all that other stuff. It was the theorizing and discussing online that really made them popular. And I would like to get a little bit of that flavor without it being just this gigantic open ended box where people just barf out whatever ideas they have. That's not very charitable to the audience. I'm sorry. Um, where people just fill in the holes with whatever flights of fancy they have and try and um, scaffold it with pieces of evidence. That might be something fun to do at some point. Um, Certainly, the dynamic there between creator and audience is probably a lot closer to the dynamic of storytelling as it was before physical media just came in and displaced the story circle. but that's not really what I'm aiming for right now. And while I think it would be interesting to investigate that, um, it's not what I'm aiming for right now. So I may have another project that does something with that sometime this year. We'll see. It's something that's been percolating for a little while. Really, since gosh, there have been a couple projects that I've done or heard about rather, not stuff that I've done. Also, one project that I messed around with without ever sharing with anyone. It was just sort of an idea I played with for about a month uh, in between other things. But all these things are threads, and I may pull them together at some point, but not really going to talk about them in anything other than vague terms until I have something a little more concrete. Suffice it to say, it's an idea, and I'm excited to try and do something with it, but I haven't decided on the execution yet. Um, so I will keep you appraised on that one. Um, but I don't have anything right now to say other than that. So yeah, a little bit rambly there, but that's all I've really got for you this week. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. There's a like button and a subscribe button down there. You can use those as you see fit, and I'll talk to you later.